Hey guys, it's Becky Bamboo. Today is Thursday, June 23rd, 2011. I'm giving you guys a midweek update because I want to talk a little bit about what exercise I've been doing. I've made some videos and I have not posted them. I've been like super tired with work and super busy with work now, and I just haven't had time to wait for the uploads. So I'm doing a video today while I have some time. I'm off today. So I figured, well, I'll get it done and kind of give you guys a generalized update of where I'm at this week with my quest to Wonderland. And I have some other news I want to share. So in terms of this week, it's going really well. I've done awesome with my eating, which I'm so proud of because that continues to be the big struggle. I think I've done so much with exercise this year that exercise has become like a natural thing for me. I just don't even have to really think about it. It's just something I know I got to do, and I make sure I get it done. It's just, that's the way that it is for me. And I really believe, for those of you who are like new to this or thinking about starting an exercise routine, give it a month. Be consistent. Make sure you're consistent for a month. And when I mean consistent, just set a number of days a week that you want to do it. What's my ideal number? Okay, 3 days a week is what I think I can handle. For a month, 4 weeks, do 3 days a week. Make sure you do it. Do not miss for that first month. After that, it just becomes like a habit where you just start to go, yeah, I got to go today. Everybody kind of knows their schedule, so you kind of can just fit it in where it's the most comfortable to fit it in and do it. If it's just walking, I don't care what it is, just do it. And really, it really does become just like, it's just habit. I know I'm off Tuesdays, Thursdays for the most part, so those are the days I work out. I get off at 1:30 on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, so whatever time during that day I set, that's just when I know I'm going to the gym. That's just how I do it. I just go. Most weekends I don't work out. Sometimes I do. I mean, it just depends. I just make sure that I get it done. It doesn't really matter what days to me I do it, as long as I get it done. So this week I think I told you guys I had was questing to Wonderland on Monday, and I was going to work out. Well, then I ended up not working out Monday because I'm still adjusting to my new work schedule. I start work at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I get up between 3:30 and 3:45 a.m. Yeah, it's early. It sucks. But by the time I get off, so I get off after a full 8-hour day, I get off at 1:30 in the afternoon, which has been really kind of nice, but also very odd, like to come home a little afternoon and like realize you've put in a whole day work. It's like, oh. But with that said, by the time it gets to be like 6 o'clock at night, I'm like way sleepy. I'm like ready to go to bed. So I'm having a little struggle with when to put in the exercise or whatever on those days. So Monday was kind of the beginning of, I'm going to quest, and I'm trying to get to 199 by Tuesday the 28th. And so Monday night, by the time like I got everything done around my house I needed to do, I was like completely whipped and I fell asleep. So I didn't work out Monday night. Well, I decided that I would make up and do 2 workouts to make up for the one that I missed, because I'm determined to get to 199. I mean, I have that determination in my head right now. And I have this major goal that I have focused on. So, anyway, I get sidetracked so easily. So I did like a 2-hour and 20-minute workout Tuesday because I was off and I had the time and I wanted to make up for it. So I did lots of running. I did the elliptical. I biked. I lifted weights. I kicked my ass. I sweated a lot. And then last night I just went and did my kind of standard hour workout with lots of running and some weights, and that was that. So tonight, since I've run 2 days in a row, my knee really can't handle consecutive days of running. It really can't. It starts to, I have my left knee, the outer aspect of my left knee gets really painful. So I'm not going to run today, but I'm either going to walk or I'm going to do the elliptical or I'm going to do something else for cardio workout. And, but anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know how things are going. I've still been, I've been updating on Facebook as much as I can. So those of you on Facebook, you kind of know that I've been keeping up with it or what have you. But, I want to stay accountable to you all and let you all know that I am doing what I said I was going to do, which is I am working out every day. So, and my eating has just been really good. I've just made really good choices. I've been cooking this week, making healthy things. I'm actually getting ready to go to the grocery store when I get done uploading this video and buying groceries for the rest of the week to ensure that I do the right thing. The most glorious thing I can tell you guys is with work. I work with the best people ever in terms of like needing support for eating right. All of the women I work with are healthy eaters. They're all of them doing Weight Watchers. So everybody eats tons of fruits, tons of veggies, lots of cheese, lots of protein, the same way that I eat, which is so nice to sit down at lunch with people. And first of all, it's nice to sit down at lunch and be able to have a conversation with people, because my old job I worked at home and I didn't have that. So I'm really enjoying the reconnecting of me to community. But to sit down and not have somebody eating like chocolate cake and shit in front of you, or like going and getting fast food for lunch, it's so awesome and it's so supportive of what I need for my health. So I totally landed my job in the right place. It fell because it was supposed to fall that way, because I needed to be around people that are supportive and that are, aware of health and fitness and everything else. So it's pretty nice. The big news that I want to share. I got contacted. Now, I've gotten contacted by my surgeon's office various different times about various different things. The most recent one that you guys know about is that I was the speaker at one of the weight loss surgery seminars that my surgeon provides. I have since then been asked to do other seminars, but I have declined because of conflicts with scheduling and things like that. But I did tell them, keep me on your list as somebody who you would like to have come in and do seminars, because anytime I'm available, I would be happy to do them. And a lot of times they know well in advance of it. So if that's the case, I'm happy to schedule it, and I can, schedule my other stuff around doing the seminars. So anyway, they contacted me this week, and I thought they were going to call, and they were, interested in having me do another seminar. But no, there was another reason for the contact, which is so cool. This is such a big deal to me. I still don't even know what to make of it, really. I was asked, well, first of all, I was told that my surgeon is updating his website. My surgeon, though he works at different hospitals and works with different surgeons, he actually runs his own practice. So if you go through him, you go through his practice, even though you will do all of your surgery and stuff at a different facility. But all of your follow-up will be through his individual practice, and you'll never see any of his like partner surgeons or anything like that. It's just him. So anyway, he's updating his website, which I think is great. I got a lot of information pre-op from his website, but my one complaint was that everything was too old. I really started looking at his website back in like January of 2010, and a lot of the stuff and patient testimonials and videos and different things he has on there were from like 2007 or before. And my complaint is that that's too long. You need to update it more frequently than that. So he's updating. They have asked me to do a patient testimonial video. How cool is that? And the amazing thing about this is what I find just totally amazing, is that over the weekend I was looking at Facebook, and one of our fellow YouTube community persons, whatever, her name is Patricia. I think her YouTube is like Designs by Patricia. She used to do a lot of videos, and she doesn't do as many anymore, but she looks just, she's stunning. She's a beautiful person. And anyway, she posted a picture in a group on Facebook, and I was looking at the picture, and my mind at first just thought, God, she looks so unbelievable. But then I realized what I was looking at. And what I was looking at is a picture of her standing in front of a car, which is sitting in front of a billboard. And on the billboard was her picture. And it says, Patricia lost 130 pounds. And then it has like the name of the weight loss surgery center or company or whatever that she used. And I was like, whoa, that's really cool. So I showed it to my husband. I'm like, check this out. She has her own billboard. And I was like, that's a pretty big deal to be asked to be like on a billboard, you know, like to be like put out so publicly as a spokesperson for your surgery center or whatever. And the very next day, I get contacted from my surgeon's office to be on the website. And I said, so is this video going to be on the website like permanently, or what's the deal? And they said, yeah, it's going to be like permanently on there as a resource for patients who are looking into weight loss surgery. And I was like, whoa, what? Are you sure? So my first question for them is, are you sure you want me to do it? Because I'm not at goal. And the girls at my surgeon's office are all friends with me on Facebook. In fact, I feel like I have a friendship with all of them because they all comment and we talk and chat so much on Facebook. But they said, you know, you've lost more than a lot of our patients ever have to lose. And you have worked harder than we've seen most people work. And not only have you inspired yourself and you've motivated yourself to do this, but you've inspired us at the office. You have gotten a lot of us more physically active and running and doing various different activities just because we have found your journey to be such an inspiration. And I was like so touched that, you know, it's one thing to hear it from you guys in the community, but it's completely different to hear it from like your surgeon's office staff. And these girls are all like little toothpicks. Like none of them have had a weight problem ever in their life. But it's something to hear that from them. And it tells me that they really do care about patients. They really do care. They don't have to be my friend on Facebook, and they don't have to comment on my photos, and they don't have to comment on my running you know, posts and different stuff, but they do because they care. And so it really kind of hit me like, have I really been that successful that they want to put me on the website for this doctor? And so I texted my best friend and I was like, they want to put me on the website. And she's like, what? That's amazing. And I was like, yeah. She's like, you've been so successful and you're so passionate about your weight loss surgery. And you know a lot about how to live and how to exercise and how to eat. And it makes sense. You're a good choice for that. And I was like, does that mean I've been successful? Because like, to me, I know I've lost a shit ton of weight this year. I know that I've worked really hard to lose that weight. But I don't necessarily see what comes from the outside. Like success is from like how people perceive me, you know? And she's like, well, of course, you don't think you've been successful? And I was like, well, no, I know I've been successful in terms of losing weight, but I guess I don't know what it's like coming from you guys, like from the outside, you know? And she's like, yeah, you're way successful. So it's kind of been sinking in the last few days, like, wow, I'm going to be on the website. I'm going to be on the surgeon's website. That's incredible. You want me to be on the website? What? So, yeah, I don't know. It's shocking to me. I'm like, the funny thing is about this, they said, yeah, we need you to do a video and you can film it from home, but it can't be any more than 2 minutes long. And I was like, 2 minutes? Are you serious? I'm supposed to talk about weight loss surgery in 2 minutes? And they said, yeah, we have to keep the clips small on the website. And I was like, oh my God, you guys know, like my videos are like 30 minutes long. How in the hell am I going to do a freaking 2-minute video? Well, I'll tell you guys, I was successful. I did a 2-minute video this morning. So I barely got it in under 2 minutes though. I won't lie. So anyway, I'm telling you all this because I want you all to be able to go to the website and see my video at some point. I'm going to go ahead today and put the link to the website in the down bar. And I'm also doing this because there may be people out in YouTube world doing, searching weight loss surgery who are in the St. Louis area or in Missouri or Illinois or Indiana or some close state looking for a good skilled surgeon that's highly recommended. And so I want to give information for my surgeon and put it out there because I've had nothing but wonderful care, very support, a lot of support from his staff, and knock on wood, I've had 0 complications with my weight loss surgery, and I hope that continues. And we all know complications can arise at any time, but here I am a year post-op, and I've had nothing go awry, and I feel very blessed for that. But I think a lot of that has to do with the skill of your surgeon. So I'm putting all this out there because I want the people who are researching weight loss surgery to have an opportunity to look into my surgeon. So my surgeon is Dr. Van Wagner. He's with Heart of America Bariatrics, and the website is www.hoab.org. Heart of America Bariatrics, HOAB.org. I don't know when the video will be up. I don't know if they're completely revamping the entire website or if they're just updating the patient stuff. I really don't know what exactly they're doing. But I will tell you guys that it's a good website for information about weight loss surgery, all the different types, because my surgeon does gastric bypass, lap band, realized band, gastric sleeve. He actually kind of invented a peri-umbilical approach to lap band where you only have one incision in your belly button. So, there's all kinds of information on there. I think there's links to like Celebrate vitamins and all kinds of different stuff on there. And he even recently has hired a dietitian to work in his office, and the dietitian will post recipes on the website. So it's great for anybody, pre-op, post-op. It's just a really good resource for information of different things. So HOAB.org is the website. And hopefully they'll let me know when it gets posted. I've asked that they would let me know when it's been updated, and I will be for sure let you guys know that at that time that you can go check it out. But in the meantime, if you're interested in recipes or any other information, feel free to go to the website. So yeah, that's like way exciting news, right? I mean, it's a really big deal, I think, to be asked to be a spokesperson for weight loss surgery, and for the surgeon who has given me a new life. I mean, he really did give me a new life. And I hear people say that all the time, like, I got my life back, but I didn't get my life back. I got life. Because I didn't have life ever before. I mean, I have life now. I finally know what it is to, like, I always hear people like, you should love your life and be happy that you get to live life. And life is so good. And for years, I just thought, what the hell does that even mean? Because I honestly could have cared less if I lived or died. Like, if I woke up and I died, oh well, I didn't have any reason to live. And now I get it. I get what life is about. I have that light in my life now, and I feel how important it is. And my relationships with my husband and my family and my friends have just become so much more important to me, and it's amazing. So, like, I really feel like he gave me life for the first time. And I know it's his job, but without him doing his job really well, I wouldn't be here. So, I still thank him for that. And for sure, the staff. I mean, God, his staff does not have to go out of their way to comment on Facebook pictures, but they do. And I don't know if they do that for everybody or just certain people, but, I'll take it. They are wonderful girls, and I have sure enjoyed getting to know all of them. So, anyway, getting off my soapbox now. I think it's a big deal. I wanted to share it, and I'm still trying to understand if I'm really successful enough that they want me to be, like, I keep asking myself, like, why me? Are they sure they want me to be on the website? Because there's, like, so hundreds of other patients they could have picked. Why did they pick me? Like, what is this, what is so special about me? That just shows our insecurities sometimes, I guess. So let's see, what else is going on? Work is going really well. This week I finally got to start actually doing things out on the nursing floor. It's going to be a very slow training process, and it's crazy because some of the clinics in the surrounding area are really hard up for nurses. Like, they've had recent things where like nurses have gone out on medical leave, a couple have quit, and I'm getting emails from different facilities, please come and cover this shift. And I'm like, I'm not even trained yet. And they're like, we will pay you bonus to come and work this shift. And I'm like, you know what's going to happen is when the time I finally get trained and I finally can go pick up shifts, nobody's going to need me. Nobody's going to be offering me bonus. And I can't legally go do it now. I can't even go and pick up anything because I'm still in training. So it's going to be a long training. All of the girls I'm working with are telling me expect 6 months to a year. My boss says 3 months, so I don't know who's right or wrong, but the way it's going, this is week 3 already, and I'm just now starting to do stuff I was supposed to do in week 1, but I didn't get to do because my preceptor was gone. I don't know. So things are kind of crazy, but I'm so far very much enjoying it, really starting to get to know some of the patients at the clinic, which is nice. That, you know, some of them, I got asked a funny question yesterday, and I have to share this. One of the patients asked me if I wore contacts, and I said, no, I don't. And she's like, you have really big eyes. I was like, really big eyes? And she's like, yeah, your eyes are really big. And like, I figured you wore contacts because I've never seen eyes that as pretty a blue as what yours are. And I was like, oh, thank you. And she's like, no, really, like your eyes are just like big. And I was like, so I said, well, she said, have you ever been told that before? I said, no, but you know, about a year ago, you really could barely see my eyes because my face was so fat. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, well, a year ago, I was over 400 pounds. And she's like, what? No way. So then this is an open clinic, so all the patients are in one big room. And so then I started getting bombarded. What do you mean? You're not even anywhere close to 400 pounds. What do you mean? It's only been a year. So I started to explain, well, I had gastric bypass surgery in June of last year, and I've lost over 200 pounds. And so then I got lots of questions about my weight loss surgery. And one of the girls I work with was like, there's no way you maybe weigh like what, 180 right now? And I said, no, I'm still over 200 pounds. She's like, no, you're not. And I said, no, seriously, I weigh 205 pounds. And she's like, get out of here. There's no way. I would never believe it. And I said, that's what everybody says. Everybody says I look like I weigh way less than what I actually weigh, which for me is fabulous. I mean, I would hate for it to be the other way around, you know? So I was, you know, kind of telling them a lot about how I'm kind of reaching for my big goal here. My big goal is to be 199 by Tuesday, and I'm really working hard this week. And they were all so encouraging and so supportive. And all throughout the day, I'd get various questions. So what kind of stuff do you do to work out? And, you know, just every little question that you ever get about weight loss surgery. Do you ever get sick? And all the little things. But it was so neat coming from all the patients because I felt like that this is such a small clinic that everybody's very personal. And it allowed them a little window into my world. And as a nurse, I'm trying to get to know them and know a little bit about their lives because they spend a lot of time there. They're at the clinic 4 hours, 3 days a week, every single week of the year. So you kind of want to get to know them, and I want them to get to know me too. And you know, one of the patients brought in cupcakes and wanted all of the patients and staff to have cupcakes during the treatment. And I said, well, I can't have a cupcake, but I do appreciate the thought. And he wanted to know why. And I had to explain, I can't eat the sugar. And even if I could, I really don't want a cupcake anyway because it's so many calories. And I'm on this final journey and I really want to get there. And you know, it's just a very interesting process to kind of share something about yourself, and it's a little something that a lot of the staff don't even know about. You know, they some of them know I've had gastric bypass, but some of them don't know the extent of the weight loss that I have had over the last year. Even there's one little spot in the clinic where there's like kind of a small corner where there's a lot of equipment all in one place, and it's like, to me it seems really small. And when I went into that corner to do some work on one of the machines, my preceptor's like, "Why are you standing sideways? Like, turn around and face the machine." And I said, "Oh," I said, "in my mind, I feel like I take up too much space to fit in this area. Like, I feel like I need to stand sideways." So I was like working sideways because I feel like my butt is too big and I'm going to hit the patients with my butt. And she's like, "What are you talking about? What butt?" And I was like, I said, "I know." I said, this is where the mental stuff is still trippy, because, you know, in my mind, I still think I'm like, when I'm doing stuff, I still think I'm way huge. Like, I take up this much space versus this much space, you know? And it's really kind of like an odd thing, and it catches me at times because I look at chairs with arms and I'm like, I'm not going to fit in that. And then I get that like panicky anxiety thing, and then I have to like, no, you're not that big now. And I have to like bring myself back to reality. And I did that with the machine without even thinking about it. I mean, I literally didn't even think about it. And she caught me on it. And I said, "If you catch me doing that again, just make sure you tell me." I said, "Because I think I just do it and I don't even realize that I'm doing it, you know? It's just like a subconscious kind of thing where, I don't know, I think I'm like this huge thing still, even though I know I'm not." It's just that whole mental thing. It's just really hard to get used to. So, but anyway, work is going really well. I'm really enjoying everything. This week questing has been right on the money. I haven't made any mistakes yet. I almost went and got custard last night, but I didn't allow myself to. So that part's good. I've just been really focused on my eating and drinking and everything else. So that's it. This is a half-hour video. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I just had a lot to talk about. So I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Have a wonderful week, and I will check in hopefully like Friday afternoon sometime. Mwah! Bye, guys.